Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing some information to help some novice betta keepers, also known as beginners, and hopefully this information helps a few of you out. But my first thing I'd like to talk about is that betta fish do require heaters. I know I talk about this all the time on my channel and I'm sorry, but I do really want to make it clear because I know a lot of people do not actually have heaters for their bettas. But heaters are necessary because betta fish are tropical fish and that means they require warm waters, and if your tank is not big enough to support a heater, then you obviously need to upgrade your tank, but there's no way around not having a heater in your tank. If you do not have a heater in your aquarium, that can actually weaken your betta fish's immune system and can cause them to get sick easier or possibly kill them, so obviously it's beneficial to have one. Another thing is that betta fish do require at least 2.5 gallons in my opinion. I know a lot of people say it's 5 gallons, some people say it's 1 gallon. I personally believe that it's 2.5 US gallons because it does require, betta fish do require a bit of swimming space. I believe is about 2.7 gallons, and as you can see for this little guy, it's quite a bit of space and he does thrive. Imagine being locked in a closet for your whole life and not having any room to live your life, and imagine how uncomfortable that must be. Another thing is that betta fish can actually live in bowls, but the bowl has to be, like I said, at least 2.5 gallons, because a lot of people say that bowls mess with the betta's eyesight because they're warped, and I don't think that's true, but I mean, it's kind of a personal choice as long as your bowl is big enough to support your betta fish. There's nothing bad about them, it's just the same thing as a rectangle or cube tank, it's just a different shape, and you just gotta make sure they're big enough to support your heater and a filter if you so choose to have one. Remember that the betta fish's stomach is about the size of their eyeball, which is not very big, so it's easy to overfeed them when you're feeding flakes because flakes are kind of big, and I feel like it's better if you feed your betta pellets. I feed my bettas omega-1 pellets, there they are, and I think it is a good diet for my betta. And my last thing is that some betta fish can actually live with tank mates as long as their tank is 5 gallons or more. So just as a size reference, this is what a 5-gallon tanks look like. Compared to my hand, it's actually pretty big, and I do think that this is a minimum if you choose to have tank mates. It just gives each fish their own personal space. When I say that some bettas can have tank mates, that doesn't mean all bettas can. It means that your betta fish needs to have a calm temperament because certain fish will irritate them or they will irritate other fish, and that can possibly kill them, vice versa. And just make sure that your betta fish is calm and won't bother the other fish. I recommend doing your research in other forums on the internet or watch other videos because this isn't a primary source for that.